This is Dekion. How may I be of service today? Yes, we are aware of the situation last night of your time when you were experiencing a process of meeting with us, meeting with some of your interstellar family. And this was not uncommon an experience for you or people such as yourself, in that there was fear associated with this. This is pretty common because of the vibrational difference between you and us, and what that difference feels like to humans comes across as fear, comes across as a sensation of dying, as a sensation of something going horribly wrong, as a sensation that appears as an abduction. This is not what actually transpired. Certainly, you were joining with certain beings so that you could have a greater conversation, so that you could meet with your hybrid children, so that you could participate as part of open contact with yourself. And yet, that disparity of vibration, the acts of moving you into another dimension, where you can more easily and readily interact with us, can at times feel like you are slipping through your reality. Sliding across your bed is very frequently the feeling, as if you're being pulled. But they were not pulling you so much as shifting you into another reality, into another dimension, whereby the differences in vibration are not so great. However, they are great enough that you do not understand exactly what happened. So, in a sense, yes, it felt like a moment of lucidity, of lucid dreaming. However, it was very real in a sense. It was not an abduction. It was not a situation that you were unaware of at a higher level. You are, of course, always calling out to us, always wanting greater contact, greater understandings and appreciations of that contact, greater awareness, greater clarity through a liminal space, such as sleeping, such as dreaming. This is why when you request access to lucidity in the dream state, it feels real because it is real. You understand that this experience of physical reality is, in a sense, the dream itself. It is not the ultimate reality, for the ultimate reality is merely a matter of perspective. As you shift your awareness upwards from your physical self to your higher self, your higher consciousness, you understand that your physical self represents only a fragment of that greater consciousness. And your higher self appears in many ways very frequently to people as divinity, a holiness, godlike, not from an egoic sense of being powerful and godlike, though it is also true. For you are part of all that is. If you look at all that is as a reflection of you, you are also a reflection of all that is. You are part of all that is. And your higher self, existing in spirit form, is, in a sense, appearing as the divine, appearing as something holy from your perspective. And in a sense, it is. But this is not something that everybody on your planet is ready to consume, something that everybody in your planet is ready to fully grasp and understand. Therefore, there is no need to push that information out to everyone. Those who resonate with that information will find it. Those who resonate with the concept of a higher self, a greater essence of your beingness, those who resonate with the idea of an oversoul that looks upon many lives and sees themselves within those lives. This is part of that shifting of perspective, moving higher, above the limitations that you've placed on yourself to exist in this physical form. For you are divine and limitless beings, all of you. Yet not many of you see it. Not many of you feel it. Not many of you are aware of it. However, it does not take all of you to be aware of it, to shift humanity higher in vibration. A far smaller percentage of people currently running your world, currently guiding people to decisions that may or may not actually benefit them so much as others. A far fewer people than there actually are is required to shift the energies. So when you look at the greater sense of humanity and look and see the patterns of control, see the patterns of manipulation, see the patterns that while some review things such as religious context as being the ultimate state of understandings, there are far more that look upon these things as what they truly are from their own perspectives. Therefore, when you examine your beliefs, when you examine your understandings of the workings of all that is, do you see yourself reflected in that? Or do you see yourself being controlled and manipulated? Or do you see yourself being led positively or negatively? However it is that you see yourself, so it is from your perspective. You are a divine being, pressing portion of yourself into this physical form for your experiences and reaching back out to all that is, desiring elements of yourself which you left behind, which you cut yourself off from. You've denied to yourself in a way, so that you can come back to finding that true nature of yourself, that true higher consciousness, that true divinity. For the very nature of reality itself is perceived by you as unconditional love. And it flows constantly through you and to you. However, you may not always be aware. You may not always be observing this phenomenon. You may, when you quiet your mind, when you quiet the sounds of the world around you, when you quiet those voices of programming, the voices of your limiting beliefs that tell you you are not worthy, let me assure you here and now, you are indeed worthy of existence. You are indeed worthy of receiving the abundance of love, the abundance of synchronicity, the abundance of wealth in whatever form suits you best. It is not a matter of worth when you are not receiving these things. It is a matter of blocking them. Something about what is going on in your life, typically around the whole concept of the filters that you have put upon yourself and that others have put upon you. Those limitations, those limiting beliefs, the programming, those things that we've mentioned, those are the areas to clear. It is not that you are unworthy of receiving love, unworthy of receiving abundantly all that you need. You are holding it back, preventing yourself from having it, simply because you believe you are unworthy of these things. If you are unworthy of existence, you would simply not exist. Existence as part of all that is requires you in your life, in your world, in your total state of being, existing as part of all that is. You cannot separate yourself from all that is. You cannot disconnect yourself from all that is. You are a part of all that is, not apart from all that is. This distinction, while very simplistic, is so simple that it is so often overlooked. However, many of your people are now coming to understand that as you look upon the world, as you view how people are being, as you view how you are being and regulate how you are being so that you are being the person you wish most to be, that version of yourself that is happy, the version of yourself that is fulfilled, the version of yourself where abundance flows freely, effortlessly. Why would you choose anything else? Why would you choose a sense of lack? Why would you choose to be harnessed, shackled, contained by your fears. Why would you possibly choose this? Because you believe it serves you for some reason. You believe that it serves you to feel weak, to feel poor, to feel a sense of lack, as if these things do not abundantly flow around you all the time. It is merely a shift away, a slight change of your frequency, your phase. So, when you experience something you do not prefer, think of it as simply being a phase, a shift from one state of being to another that is more aligned. Do not wade around in the muck of your fears. Do not wade around in the muck of your desperation, your feeling of unfulfillment. Move to another reality. Move to a variation of your total essence, your total sense of being, your total reality, where everything you desire is already flowing to you. For that state of being currently already exists. It is out there, and you merely do not see it because you are busy with your limitations, with your paradigms, your beliefs, limiting beliefs, all of these various things that hold you back, not because they are reaching out to you, but because you cling on to them so tightly. So as you shift moment to moment from one iteration of reality to another, frame by frame, slipping beyond that which you understand in this physical reality to a higher perspective, when you see opportunities elsewhere, you see other potential realities that you may prefer more. To shift to those, you merely need to become the vibration of them, and it will automatically be brought to you. You are constantly vibrating in ways that you cannot currently define, ways that your science has not really fully explained. However, you are, as a people, gaining greater awareness of these things. Understand then that everything you desire already exists somewhere out there. See yourself. See the potential self that is you in another reality, experiencing that which you desire so greatly. Feel that presence. Feel that embodiment of living that life that you so greatly desire. Get in tune with it. Get in touch with it. Reach out to it. Live in a sense where you feel the benefits of it. Feel the benefits of that life. Feel the abundance flowing to you. Feel your excellent health, your stable financial situation of perpetual growth where money easily and effortlessly flows to you. Feel whatever it is that you so greatly desire, and hold on to that feeling. Get familiar with that feeling. Embrace that feeling. Radiate that feeling. But drop everything else. Drop first the concerns that you are not there yet. Drop it. Release yourself of the expectations. Release yourself of the insistence. Release yourself of the limitations that tell you you are not worthy of these things. Hold on to the feeling of your most ideal life. Use whatever visuals, whatever permission slips bring you that feeling best. But seeing it on a vision board is not nearly enough. You must feel it in the total essence of your being. You must know without a doubt it is out there, it is for you, and only you are preventing it from being there. And you are not even what is preventing you. Only your limiting beliefs. Only those paradigms within you, those beliefs where you tell yourself, I'm not worthy. I'm undeserving. It's nonsense. Stop it. To put it plainly. Now, there are a great many ways one can deal with these limitations. One can clear those blocks of abundance. We will provide additional information about these things in a future transmission. However, we wanted to very clearly and succinctly bring to you this idea that the only thing preventing you, is your beliefs, is your entire state of being that is out of alignment, simply out of alignment with who you most truly are. So find what brings you joy, experience it, express it, use it, reflect on it, act on it. Work towards that which brings you joy, happiness. These things, the positive things of life. And when you have those thoughts that go, something about this isn't quite right, then you have identified something to further examine, further work upon, further investigate. And in so doing, you shall find your limiting beliefs. You shall find your paradigms that you can shift. You shall find those bits of clarity where you understand whether you preferred one thing or another, and to drop the thing that you do not prefer. Look at the thing that you very much desire, but feel that presence in your heart, in your entire essence, in your state of being, by embracing that, by feeling that, picturing yourself as the person who lives that life. That is how you can envision it and radiate that feeling. And by doing so, you will gain greater clarity on what you truly desire. Then every step will be a step forward to that. So long as you work out and work out of you those limitations within yourself. Therefore, we invite you to participate in actions, in meditations, in processes that move you forward related to those ideas that we have brought to you. Explore those moments, feel those moments, see yourself as that person. Make time in your day to practice these things, to getting in touch with your higher self, to getting in touch with your most ideal self. And understand that the higher you go in perspective above your physical form, above your higher self, your oversoul, your oversouls of oversouls, all the way up the chain to the experience of oneness, where you may fully embrace all that is from the sense of truly understanding that you are being part of all that is all the time. And in so doing, find that greater joy, find that unconditional love, find that which you desire, not by searching for it, but by being it, by radiating it, and therefore attracting it to you by being able to see it, by being able to experience it for yourself, shifting from what was imagination of those scenarios and scenes that better you, bringing it into your reality by bringing you to the reality where that is true, where that fits, where that is in alignment. And understand that while mechanically you may look at such things and have no idea how they work, it is not for you to understand. Just know that it does. It is not for you to argue with all that is, to insist upon your unworthiness. When you look upon your life as the most ideal version of yourself, understand there is an infinite number of versions of you operating out of that same reality construct, image, that same basic framework. Variations of it, ever so slightly different. But so many variations are possible that any slight variation that you can potentially see is in its sense a reality all its own. Therefore, you can think of yourself in your life, dealing with your circumstances, or you can think of yourself in the life where you've already dealt with those circumstances, where you've already overcome whatever challenges you may experience. Connect to that life. Feel in that life what serves you best, what brings you joy, what brings you all the success that you desire. Bring it into you. Embrace it, hold it, thank it for being there, radiate it, and let go of all expectations, all anticipations, all of the arguments you have with yourself about that worthiness, about your ability to attract these things, about anything that blocks you. Note that they are there. Go into your spaces, go into your various groups and containers and wherever it is that you work on yourselves, and clear your limitations. It is then that you will truly understand. When we say happiness is a choice, it is because of such conscious effort to specifically work on yourselves, to specifically radiate that which you desire, not from a sense of lack, but from a sense of an abundance of it, and choosing the variation of yourself that is happy, that is delighted in these things, because they are worthy of delight. They are worthy of your attention. When you understand that you do this to gain that which you desire so greatly, why would you possibly choose any other operation, any other manner of being, any other way of life? It does not make sense. And if it does not make sense, you can more easily clear it. You can more easily move past that limitation. See the absurdity of it. Oh, but I could never. Nonsense. Visualize yourself as the person who has accomplished the thing. How does it feel to be that person? How does it feel to awaken every day in the state where that is the state of being? Be that person for yourself in whatever way serves you best. And you will understand a greater sense of the messages we have provided today, of the messages we continue to provide, and understand that all of that which we bring you is intended to help you raise up your vibration, raise your elevation of vibration with all of humanity. To be a part of humanity by helping humanity expand and explore themselves, to grow as a people, to grow as an individual. It is our greatest joy, our greatest excitement, our greatest purpose to be here at this time helping you, to be here helping the channel, to be here working with the channel, through the channel, to help you understand that you too can bring forth that which you desire in your life. And when you do this, when you fully embrace it, when you fully understand it, your vibration raises up. All of humanity raises up an elevation of vibration. And in so doing, you gain greater awareness, you gain greater peace, greater prosperity, greater assistance in how you help each other, greater involvement, greater serving of others. These things come naturally. And many of your interstellar family have already reached a level of evolution of themselves where they have come to know this. So we, your interstellar family, look upon the Earth as an amazing school, an amazing teacher, an amazing set of circumstances and simulation where you can practice these things over and over and over again, however many times it takes, till you get it, till you understand. It is a great school for learning and growing in such a way because the patterns repeat themselves frequently over and over again. You may think you are through something and you will be presented with another opportunity to explore that from another angle, from a whole other angle you had not perhaps considered. Therefore, know that every forward step, there may be other steps. It is about that journey. It is not about arriving somewhere. It is about growing and flowing. It is about participating in your own life, in your existence, taking an active role, to not just sit back and accept limitations that are frequently held onto so greatly. Limitations that you wrap each other up with in blankets and go, ooh, isn't this cozy? While at the same time having many things to complain about. You can move past these things that you complain about by first stopping complaining about them. Understand that every situation, did I stutter? Every situation has within it the potential for something positive to come out of it, no matter how difficult, how negative the situation may be. There are always positives. There are always ways in which you can look at what has happened, what has transpired, what is presented to you, and make a choice to see and find the positive in all things. When you're able to do that, you will expand greatly in your ability to bring forth in your world and life that which you desire most. Therefore, we encourage you to take these steps. We encourage you to move forward in your own life. We encourage you so that you may know it, you may glow it, you may shine brightly as an example to all humanity, to your family, beyond your planet as well. To know and understand all these things are possible. For it is built in to life itself, built in to the cosmos, built into the construct of this physical reality as part of the experience. So we encourage you to move forward in that experience. We thank you for this opportunity to share this information. And once again, we thank you for the opportunity to work with the channel to help her see these things as well, to help her practice and bring through our energy so that our energy may come through more frequently for you. Each of you are precious and valuable, and it is a distinct honor to experience your energies, to sit with you, to flow with you, and to understand that we are helping you, helping the channel, helping all of humanity raise up in vibration so that we can all interact with each other someday in a more present sense, in a more open sense, and truly appreciate each other simply for being. With that, I will close this transmission Thank you for this opportunity again, and I bid you fondue. Mm. Mm.